Let's go.
Allow me, Master.
Oh, thanks very much.
Walk this way. This way.
Hi, welcome to Moments with Mimi. And today we're going to talk about, the Quran, the Bible, and Muhammad. And Muhammad is an interesting character in history. He discovered that what the Bible was saying about the 12 laws and Moses and Aaron and Joshua, he figured it out. And he tried to write it in a way that the culture of his time could understand it. So he wrote it as the prophet. And he told the story of taking on Mecca and how, he imagined it. And then all these things came together to make it happen. And how he didn't want anyone putting his picture out there because he's just a prophet. And God and man, there is no picture for God and man. That's, there's no pictures for God. How can you make a picture of consciousness? You can't. It's in everyone and everything. It's everything. So, and he knew that. And he certainly lived a prosperous and abundant and wonderful life. Was it peaceful? Yes, it became peaceful. And it became profitable in the trade. And this is the love spreading out and the love spreading out. But then over time, they forget. And people, objective men will tell you, they got complacent and in their wealth and forgot about how to struggle like everybody else and, stay strong like that. In a way, but it's forgetting that we're one. This is something we easily forget because there's so many. And there's only one. So you are literally, when you rip out a belief, changing others. Who knows what happens? Some may die, some may not, some may change, some may move, some may go away. But there's only one, and they're compelled to do it. Okay? No one has free will in the sense that they can reject anything that is meant with love. That if you imagine ill for another, if you malign and judge another, it happens to you, not them. It happens to you. And this is how you learn we're one. So there's, if you imagine ill of another, it boomerangs right back to you. And if you imagine good for another, it gives it to them and boomerangs right back to you. It always comes back to you because you are the one. So it's really about, understanding that there's only one mind, and that's yours, and you are putting the two together, conscious and subconscious, via your imagination. That's the triangle, right? And you are moving the energy around. You are pi. Everything's in there. It's all there. Everything that ever was or ever will be, right? You're the dreidel. It's about understanding that everyone and everything came out of you. It came out of you. It's yours. Deal with it. And You have to deal with it. If you ignore it, it becomes the boogeyman. So you have to deal with it in some way. No, I don't believe that anymore. Oh man, that's great. I love that. You know, whatever. And it has to just be natural. And when you're going around saying, doing Neville's way, it's only got to be Neville's way, it's Neville's way or no way, you know, huh? No. Now you're bowing to Neville, okay? Which is the last thing he wanted to do. This is why Muhammad didn't want his picture out there. He didn't want anyone bowing to him. Don't bow to me. Bow to the one. So it's kind of tough sometimes. So you got to stop and think about it. I know. You always say that, Mimi. Yes, I do. Because it's important. You really do. And, you know, understand that sometimes things come into your life not because you believe them and imagine them, but you've accepted that others do that. So, yeah, you did accept it. You do believe it. You just don't believe you would do that. Okay. See them as better. Okay? See them as better. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. So these are the kind of messages that are coming at you from the Bible and the Quran. And in the Bible, the trick is to remember that the historical figures that are there represent the objective world. And the characters that never lived represent the subjective world, you. And, you know, I can read a book and imagine it one way, and you can read a book, the same book, and imagine it another way. We can sit there and talk about how great that book is, and then Joe over here can make a movie about it, and we'll go see the movie and come out and say, man, the book was so much better than the movie. And that's because it was your imagination imagining it, and you went to a movie and saw what somebody else imagined it would be like. You know, you can appreciate it, but it's not as good as what you imagined. And that's why the book almost always is better than the movie. So, when you take anything too far, you become possessed. You know, Linda Blair possessed. That's all you can think about. You can't seem to let it go. It's got you by the neck. It's the monkey on your back.
What the hell is that? You were so strong. What are you? What will you be? What will you be?
It's these things that we know instinctively that we say. And this really is like a virtual reality game, you know, and no, my imagination is going to erase that out of my consciousness, and I'm putting this in instead. Thank you, Father, my consciousness, for revealing that to me. Thank you, my sweet imagination, for making that for me. Thank you, Divine Love, for bringing that to life just for me. And it's the three through you, okay? The three amigos, the three musketeers. The three come together and bring you your desires or whatever it is you're looking for. Everyone is different. And, you know, a lot of people have a hard time believing that you can just say, you know, I look great. Look at me. I am strong. I got the abs. I'm looking good. I'm the babe. You know, and believe that they don't have to exercise and they don't have to diet. They're going to look beautiful and they're going to get the abs and it's going to happen. You know, I don't don't know how long it's going to take that to happen. That's up to you. You know, how badly do you believe it? You know, and that's the other thing.
Oh shit! Don't say anything.
You feel a little bit dizzy? Do you?
I'm okay.
Good.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Very much.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, forget everything you've ever learned about how the universe operates. I can step on the air like a stone, swim through it like the sea. All I gotta do is believe.
You can't live in objective land and just assume and then go around judging and maligning, you know, because you're living in objective land. You have to see them as you. And if you can't see them as you, see them as better. See them as better than whatever it is they're presenting. Whether it's homeless, whether it's, you know, a clerk, whether it's a police officer, a mayor, a maid, whoever, your husband, your children, you know, you should imagine the best for all.
You're not my dad!
What did you say?
You can do it!
Say it, Adam! Say it again!
Come here.
You're not my dad. You never were.
So the Chinese have a saying, may you live in interesting times. And some will tell you, objective man will tell you that's a curse. But you live in interesting times. And it's because so many things are going on that it's the one man's head is full. And he wants to be excused now. So once it's full, you just have to start ripping stuff out, okay? To make room for the good stuff. Take the bad stuff out, make room for the good stuff. You know, and your good is not necessarily my good, so only you know what that would be. And understand, you know, the rest of us are compelled to show you what you believe. Okay? That's it. Don't get mad at them. Don't be ugly to them. Don't judge them. Don't malign them. Step back and think, why did they show me that? Figure it out. Rip it out. And say, yeah, I don't like you. And it's like fishing, you know. You caught this fish and nope, you need to go back. Go back. Go back. You know, I don't believe that. See you later. You're not one I want to eat. Okay? And then you catch the big one. Yeah, I'm eating you. You're delicious. So it's like that. And I hope this helps. The Quran is not saying anything different than the Bible and supports the Bible and tells you to go to the Bible. And the Bible tells you, look at these 12 laws. And Zoroastrianism is before all of this, you know, and they tell you as well, you know, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Here, take it to there. And it's an ism because they forgot what the Sphinx, their symbol, actually means. And it's, you know, man rises above, defeats the beast within, and now the man and the beast ride as one and fly with imagination. This is the answer to the riddle of the Sphinx. So I hope this helps. It's a lot of fun once you start getting the hang of it, and because you don't have to go into that, oh, I desire it so much kind of thing. You're just assuming, and because deep down inside, that's what you've been doing all your life anyways. You just assume it, and then it is. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you, and thank you. Thank you for being you.